It's weekly wrap time, and today, Mike, there was another announcement. They seem to be coming thick and fast these days from Racing New South Wales in regards to the prize money. They introduced another $6.5 million in prize money into the prize pool, consisting of, well, I guess based around the Maidens. They're calling them Super Maidens, to be held at metropolitan, provincial and country meetings. That's a big win for the owners, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've increased races at the top end, such as the Everest to $20 million this year. But it's good to see them actually helping out people at the maiden end of the spectrum as well, because that's often the hardest race to win, isn't it? Your maiden, and not all horses obviously get to the pointy end, being the Everest. But
I'd suggest it's probably a bit harder to win a Group 1 than it is a maiden.
Okay, no, fair point.
But anyway, look, they've these Super Maidens, it's big money, it's big returns for the owners. Metropolitan class Maidens will be $100,000 now. It's going to be $60,000 for provincials, and then $50,000 for country maidens. So these Super Maidens, will be certainly keeping an eye out for them and trying to target them with our horses moving forward.
Yeah, it's great news, particularly for those people who bought a new horse this year. To get those prize money increases straight away from the beginning of September is fantastic.
Yeah, happy days there. Now, just quickly, I was going to touch on Saroyan yesterday. I thought he ran really well, didn't he? Not a lot of joy there in the straight, but he performed well.
Yeah, he's done really well all preparation, hasn't he? I think he's been improving from run to run, and that was his third run yesterday. And yeah, just got no luck. The gap, when he was ready to go through it, up along the rail, the gap just closed on him a bit.
Well, he was probably a bit hesitant at first, wasn't he? So he didn't take it immediately and then lost the opportunity. He actually brushed the running rail when it got jammed up on him there.
Yeah, and Christian, obviously, he just elected to probably avoid any further trouble. So just, it took him out across hills and ended up coming down the centre of the track. And that cost him a bit of momentum and probably, a good 1.5, 2 lengths too. So it was a very good effort by the horse.
And talking of very good efforts, I was really impressed with the two triallers this morning out at Royal Randwick. We had Ironbark Artie, who was coming back off a longer layoff, so thought his fitness might struggle a little bit, but I thought he was very good. Yeah. And likewise was Capital Asset, who was particularly good too after a strong prep last time through, where he won a couple of races.
Yeah, Ironbark Artie just had a little bit of a groin strain, didn't he? But he's performed really well last preparation, so good to see him return now to the trials strongly. And with Capital Asset, we may see him even back up and kick off his preparation next Wednesday. But yeah, he's just got that little vice of over racing a little bit, that tendency. But he looked big and strong and super forward this morning. So fingers crossed, if he does go around next Wednesday, he'll put his best foot forward.
Yeah, it's exciting to get that underway, and he's certainly quite a progressive horse. On Canterbury, we've got a quiet weekend, but we're off to Canterbury on Tuesday for the trials. Another horse I've got a lot of time for, a young 2-year-old, Quality Miss.
Yeah, she's done well, hasn't she? First trial was good. Now, you always want to see them back it up in their second trial. And if she can do that, then, we're cooking with a little bit of gas. So, so fingers crossed she can do that, and we'll see her go around there at Canterbury amongst some other stars. The spring's starting to heat up, isn't it? With Militarised coming back and Golden Slipper winner Shinzo also stepping out at the trials there on Tuesday, which is the horse's birthday. So it should be a good morning.
Yeah, it's always an exciting time of year, that's for sure. Then on Wednesday, out at Randwick, you touched on it before, Capital Asset may be going around, and your old mate pole position as well.
Yeah, obviously final fields aren't out yet, so barriers will determine a lot of things there in the final makeup of the fields. But both horses seem to be in good condition and ready to go. So let's see.
Red hot tip time. Very surprisingly, this segment has been, hotly anticipated, which surprised me.
By who?
I've been getting quite a few comments from owners.
Right.
And secondly, awfully surprising too, that the hot streak that we seem to be on. So the pressure keeps mounting from week to week, and which means it's getting harder and harder. But what have you got for us this week?
Oh, we're going to keep the ball rolling.
Excellent.
Race 8 at Randwick, Deep Haw. I think a winning chance.
A winning chance. Okay, well, he's gone strong there. I'm going to be at Randwick as well. Race 4, Ita. I think Amy McLucas is on board, claiming her 3 kilos, which brings the weight in from a horrendous weight to an acceptable weight of 59.5. And I think that's a good winning chance as well. And race 6, Plundering, Annabelle Neesham and Zach Lloyd, a combination I'm very keen on, and I'd go each way there. I think the horse is going to be there or thereabouts, so fingers crossed there. Anyway, we are going to sign off. No question of the week this week. We're in a bit of a rush, but we'll certainly cover that off next week, and hope you all have a wonderful weekend.
Yep. Have a great weekend.